Saturday action. We're moving over to Saturday now, and we start with a very intriguing game after the win of the season, definitely, for LSU, and an incredible game against Alabama. Brutal beat, though, if you had the under. I mean, that was definitely a game that was way under the total. Most of the game gets blown up by overtime. LSU and Arkansas here on Saturday. We've got certainly an interesting matchup here with these two teams. How does LSU respond after that huge victory against Alabama last week? That's going to be interesting to see. But right now, we've got LSU around 3.5-point road favorites here, 62 being the total in this game. This is definitely buyer beware laying points on the road with LSU after the kind of victory they just notched. Like, they look like they're rounding into form. Let's give them that. They're playing their best football of the season. They've improved to 7-2. I remember seeing this team earlier in the year when they got whipped, and I mean whipped, at home by Tennessee, and I'm like, man, this team's not going to beat anybody good. But sure enough, since then, they're 3-0 straight up, 3-0 against the spread. They go on the road to the Swamp in Gainesville, beat Florida by 10. Beat Ole Miss 45-20, dominate the Rebels, who are a pretty solid team. And then, of course, the big win against Alabama, 32-31. Jaden Daniels, when they got him from Arizona State, I said, this is a guy that can play. Is it going to mesh well for him at LSU? And early in the season, all he could do was run the football. There was no passing game to be had. Well, now he's running the football still, and that's the dangerous part of his game. But his passing ability has really gotten better. He didn't have to throw it a ton against Alabama, but 182 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 22 of 32, a good completion rate. You know, the passing game's gotten better here for him going into this game against Arkansas, but it does have that really worrisome. I mean, they were celebrating big time, as you would expect. Night win in Baton Rouge, Alabama. Brian Kelly with his crocodile tears in the post-game interviews and saying, oh, it's a great moment, and getting all weepy at the end. It was such a big win. I mean, it's just got all the makings of, can they focus, just get themselves tunnel vision, just lock back in and focus on Arkansas? Because look, Arkansas is coming off a 21-19 loss against Liberty. They have not been the team we expected this season. But they are, you get Arkansas on their best day, you get LSU on their worst day in a potential letdown situation after a huge win against Alabama. There is a pathway for Arkansas to win this game. I just don't know if the Arkansas defense is in a position where they're going to be able to contain LSU's offense, which keeps getting better. All that being said, Arkansas is better against the run, and much better against the run than they are against the pass. And LSU is still more of a run-heavy offense. I mean, the run is where they do more of their damage. So it's not the worst matchup for Arkansas, and they get LSU in a potential dangerous spot. I don't know if I'll bet the game, Connor, but I will tell you right now, flat out, it'd be the Razorbacks plus the points for me if I'm getting involved in this one. I don't have that full confidence level in LSU withstanding the prosperity of a huge win last week against Alabama. What do you think here, Connor Mack?
I got to get a couple people that hit me up. College basketball will be on later, 5 Eastern. Yeah. Game tipping off 10 minutes, Pacific, Stanford. I'm on this under 135.5. I don't know if you're on anything there, Ian. I just want to get that out there.
I passed on that game, but yeah, there's reasons to like that game under the total. So good luck with that. I agree.
Yeah, the big win by LSU, huge. I loved it. I didn't think they should have been 13, but I didn't think they'd win either. I want to get to Arkansas real quick because you mentioned the hangover. They were pathetic. Pittman even said, we didn't come prepared that first half. We just walked through everything. He said Jefferson's super banged up. We know he's dealing with a bunch of stuff, just kind of getting through. And that was ugly. I think this is a good spot for them to bounce back. And this won't be easy for LSU. I mean, I do like the play. Like you mentioned, the Florida win. And yeah, Daniels, it's night and day. It's just like the progression he's made from week to week with LSU. But this will be tough for them. They go on the road here and win by a touchdown would be big. But right now, I'd lean to the points here. That game did not get over, and I think it's because of Arkansas just being flat as all hell, couldn't score in the first half. But in this one, I'd lean over with these two teams.